Can you believe it? Grapple with the Bat is here at Element Fight Night. We said that we were going to bring you exclusive backstage stuff, and here it is. Lots of interviews with the fighters coming up. We're going to get some before, we're going to get some after, and you're going to enjoy all of the exclusive content right here. Grapple with the Bat. I'm here with Connor and Nate. He has to be in this. Grappling super fight on EFN. How did this come about? You excited for it?
Yeah, very excited. I think I saw the post on social media that they needed an opponent for Don, and regardless of who it was, I was keen to sign up and get in the cage, you know?
Yeah. You guys have had matches before, I think plenty of matches, and probably some training time as well. Can you give anything away in terms of approach on this one?
I think we're 4-4 in terms of our matches together. It's going to be a little bit different. I don't think we've ever competed under black belt rules, so we might see some new things, new leg attacks, new entries. I have a feeling he's going to try and deep in my heel. I'm going to try to stay away from that, get to the back, get to the neck, and get my hand raised.
Brilliant, man. This is what it's all about. No, I definitely remember watching you guys at Synergy thinking, honestly, I wish they could do everything that they want to do right now because it would just be a completely different match. And yeah, I guess you're looking forward to that as well. Nate, what do you reckon?
I'm actually pretty close with both these boys. I train with them a lot.
Oh, no.
I'm in Connor's corner, so I'm supporting Connor. It's going to be, I think Dot's going to attack a bunch of leg locks. Obviously, that's his A game. And Connor's going to scramble for the back hard. He's going to look for a choke, right? That's the plan.
Is this man able to be buggied is the real question.
I don't think so, to be honest. I think the higher level I get, the less likelihood it is I'm going to buggy choke people.
That's a very astute observation.
Yeah, I think gone are the days of buggy choking white belts at Grappling Industries and Synergy comps, and now we're in the time of actually doing good jiu-jitsu, you know? Buggy chokes are cool, but they don't work.
You heard it here first, guys. Awesome job.
Thanks.
All right, Dot. Again, we're doing this again.
Hell yeah.
Another day, another super fight, another match with Connor as well. This you're no stranger. Obviously, you've had multiple matches with each other. How'd this one come about? Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm pumped as. I asked Element to give me a match. They gave me Connor. Ready for anyone.
So are you going to buggy choke him is the big question.
Nah, definitely not. Buggies are fake. I don't believe in that. I'll never resort to those techniques.
You know what's funny? He actually said the same thing.
They're not real.
So obviously it's in a cage. It's 2 by 5 minute rounds. Does this impact it whatsoever for you, or are you just going to do you?
Nah, the armor crew prepared me for anything. Pumped. Jiu-jitsu's jiu-jitsu. I'm going to keep it normal.
Awesome, man. Anyone you want to shout out? Anything you want to say?
Shout out Jesse Hughes, the boys at Armor, Aaron Burrows, Connor Kearney, Joe Hart. I'm ready.
Get this man a girlfriend.
Hell yeah.
Swingler. How's it going, man? How are you?
I'm good. Feeling all right.
Another grappling super fight on another show. How did this one come about, and are you excited for your opponent?
It was just by chance. Instagram post. I thought, why not? Put your hat in the ring. So always willing to have a go. My opponent, I don't know a whole lot about him. Harry from the gym's had a couple of matches with him at Blue Belt, so a long time ago. But he's about 13 kilos heavier than me and about 6'3", and I'm just 6 foot on a good day. But it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. I saw the weigh-in photos. I'm like, this guy is 6 pies heavier than Ben
He's
Swingler. This
nice.
is good. No, I've seen him compete before. It was a long time ago, and it was at a blue belt level. I know that he has an MMA background. This one's in a cage. It's 2 5-minute rounds. Has this sort of impacted the way that you prepared, or this is just Ben Swingler at his best?
No, none of that bothers me at all. It's interesting to know, but at the end of the day, a quote by your good self one day is, they're fighting against you, so they have to deal with you. So he has to deal with me.
Absolutely perfect, man. Looking forward to it.
No worries, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just the same, dude. I'm always the same. Everyone says, like, oh, you look like this. I'm like, literally the exact same way. I'm always wearing shirts. I have to pull my sleeves up and cut
do the cold wash.
That's fine. Big Ben, Mr. Forsyth, how are you, man?
Terrible in all the right ways.
Oh, come on. It's because it's pre-match, right?
Yeah, terrible in all the right ways.
Yeah,
This is how you're supposed to feel. So.
How did this one come about, man? It's a grappling super fight. It's in the cage.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have an MMA background, but obviously a strong grappling background as well. Is this something you really wanted to do, or something you jumped in at the chance?
I told Fev that I wanted to compete again because last time I competed was 2 years ago on one of the M16 invitationals or whatever against Keegan.
Yeah.
And after that, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then recently I've been like 35 now. I probably have a few good years of competition left. I might as well do them instead of looking back. You know,
3, actually.
Yeah, three really good years, according to Nick.
Yeah. No, it's great to see you out here, man. I think maybe the South Australian fraternity outside of Element doesn't know you quite as well. But if you've been following the mixed martial arts scene here in Australia and also the grappling scene here in South Australia, we certainly do. So this is a great matchup in terms of a stylistic matchup. Preparing for Ben Swingler himself, is there anything specific you looked at, or do you not want to give anything away pre-match?
It's funny because me and Matt have different ideas. Like, you know, you can see I'm wearing spats, so you know, but Matt's
Slipping
like, why? Yeah, Matt's like, why are you wearing those? Why do you want friction? And I'm like, just leave me to it, you know. No, I've just been training in the shadows for like the last few years, working on the dark arts, you know, and I feel like this is the best I've ever felt in terms of my actual jiu-jitsu, because while I was doing MMA, I had a very substandard level that just got me through fights. But in the past, 5 years, that's when I've really kind of turned it up and been only doing jiu-jitsu. So I feel pretty good, and I'm looking forward to the test.
Yeah, I think the grappling bug sort of gets you. Like, I'm obviously an ex-MMA guy myself. I trained and coached MMA for a very long time. But jiu-jitsu is definitely the thinking man's game, and it's the thing that's going to be there for a really long time. So even if you're not focusing on any other part of martial arts, grappling is something that can be a real draw. So I'm glad you found your passion, man. And I'm glad to see you standing here ready to go into the cage.
Thanks, man.
No worries. Looking forward to it.
Cheers.
Good stuff. Awesome. Can you believe it? It's Pete Campbell, the man behind Who's Next Grappling. Dude, what are you doing here? You're just everywhere. You're promoting, you're a business owner, you're a competitor, you're taking on Keegan. How did this come about? Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it because obviously, even though I own WNG and I still promote, I still want to stay active on the competition scene. And I think to be able to be a good promoter, to be able to understand what you want for athletes, you need to be out there doing it as well. And obviously, I'm consistently trying to better my game, and the only way to truly tell if you have is to test yourself against better guys, and that's what I've tried to do with Keegan. I saw the opportunity pop up to get a spot here on Element, down here, so I thought, why not? It was after the show. I put in a good fight camp leading into it, and I'm ready to go out there and test myself and see what I can do.
Well, you're certainly not untested. You take on basically anyone. You've had competitive matches with Jaden Rutherford and actually Anton Manenko up at a Grappling Industries in Queensland, as far as I'm aware. Yeah. So how are you going to translate those experiences into a 2x5 minute round in a cage with someone like Keegan?
Yeah, so I'm willing to fight anyone, any weight, any belt. As I said, I just want to be on the mat with the best guys I possibly can. And I guess just using that, understanding that I've had matches against guys who seemingly could be more experienced, have more skill. And I use that to sort of go in confident to just rely on my own game and do the best I can and look for opportunities. And if I do get them, really capitalize on them. Obviously, it's a different format with 2x5. So if I get that position where I can maybe utilize the time and cook and do that, we'll do that. But we're just going out there to really just utilize my own game, not worry much as his, as I've done that in the past and it hasn't worked out as well for me.
Well, as I told you today at the lab, you got to send it, man.
Yeah.
Man, looking forward to it. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. All right, I'm here with Keegan, fresh off of your victory at Element Fight Night over Big Pete Campbell. Did anything surprise you? What was it like in there?
He came at me with the Greco stance, which I was a little bit surprised by. I thought he was going to be a lot heavier on the collar ties, but played through it. He was big and strong. I expected him to be big and strong, so not really anything took me off guard other than the wrestling style.
Yeah. Well, I managed to get interviews with everyone before their matches, and you're the only one I didn't get to. But would you give me some insight into a little bit more of what you expected from him, what you wanted to try to apply, and how much of that came off in the moment?
Yeah, the game plan was in the first round to wrestle with him, ideally get a takedown, ideally maintain top position, not let him get back on top, and then ideally have that advantage going into the second round so that he might try to pull guard, or at the very worst, I could play it more conservatively. He has to take risks. As it was, I got this up in the first round, didn't have to worry about that, but that was sort of the game plan. So in that sense, yes, it did go to plan. I did, when I was on top, going for the reinforced cross faces, that sort of stuff, I did find that just because of his frame, I just couldn't get the kind of purchase I needed to push for submissions on that front. And whether it was the adrenaline of it all, or the the lights or the hot dog I had beforehand. I felt a little bit gassed out early in the match, so I was trying to push for a finish in that first round. So yeah.
Man, it was really nice to see. Yours was the only match where the cage really came into play, and that looked like it was by design. You were going for doubles, you were going for inside position, you switched off to the single. He tried to pull you up on a reinforced underhook, but you put him straight down on his butt. I mean, this is something that you have definitely worked on. You've been at the lab doing it, you've been at CCMA doing it. How did it feel to actually get to use those skills in a real setting?
It was pretty cool. The only other jiu-jitsu match I've had in a cage was against Damien Voller, and my strategy there was just to pull guard and avoid the cage completely. So to get a takedown against the wall, I'm like, oh, that's a nice one to have because I've never done that before. So, like outside of training, obviously. But yeah, no, it was good to have it come off. He did have a lot of purchase on that, like, what do you call it?
Reinforced.
Yeah, like I was like, all right, he's strong, but also like I don't think he's going to be able to lift me outright with this. So at some point, one of us is going to have to give, and when he does, he's going to go up and I can go down, and that's sort of how it came off.
You trapped him in the Kiki cycles, man. It was rough. It was a rough watch. We were looking at those cross faces going, I know what that feels like.
Yeah, I mean, especially like we say about the cage takedown, it was also in my corner with like all three of my coaches there, like guiding me through it, and his head was up against the cage, so he couldn't really like skirt out. Yep. I'm like, you can only really push into me one way, and I'm pushing back at you. So, yes, the cage helped, and I was able to get through it. He did actually get out, though, and got back to his corner. I felt like on that first Kimura attempt, I was a little bit annoyed. I felt like maybe there's a little bit of like training habit there. When it got past his sort of shoulder blade, I sort of eased up maybe just a smidge. So when I put it on the second time, I was like, all right, I don't want to go to a second round. I'm going to have to commit to breaking this.
From commentary, it looked like you snapped his arm both times.
Yeah, the first one, I definitely had that thought of like, why hasn't he tapped? Like, what's going on? Like, is he good? But yeah, in hindsight, I wish I'd sort of committed a bit more firmly to that first one, but all's well ends well, so yeah.
It was an awesome job, man, and awesome to see you out there. Thanks for the shout out as well.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. Hope you have fun on commentary, man.
I am.
Hey, gentlemen, welcome to Element Fight Night. My name is Nick Batman Hughes, and I'm joined tonight by Sav Christodoulou, coming to you from Cage Side as hosts for tonight's action, brought to you by Jammu and X-Speed Australia. Element Fight Night is a dedicated amateur mixed martial arts event based in South Australia that provides a platform for all of our young and rising stars to take their first steps into the MMA arena. You had a few interclubs, some grappling comps, or a stand-up bout, and you're looking to step in the cage? This is where it starts. Sav, we have a huge night of grappling, beginner, novice, and amateur MMA action ahead of us. What are you looking forward to the most, and what's set to be an epic night of fights?
Well, let me just start by saying thank you so much to Element Fight Night for having me on with Nick Hughes here on the bench. I'm really looking forward to even the first matchup, Nick. Don and Connor. What a matchup that is for South Australian grappling.
Look, these two guys have had matches against each other before, I believe, for about 4 matches, and every single time it's been in a rule set where they haven't been able to explore the fullest extent of their skills. And Element Fight Night have really done them a service here. 2 5-minute rounds, full black belt rules. Anything they want to do, they can do it to each other. But I have it on good authority that there's going to be not one buggy choke tonight.
I have talked to Connor and Don separately before we started this broadcast. Connor was really adamant that he does not want to give Don his legs, and Don was very adamant that he was going to get Connor's legs.
100% someone's going to show their foot fetish tonight. But grappling is not the only thing we've got on the cards tonight, man. We have a massive amount of mixed martial arts action, and we have to say at the top of the card here, Riley Auld and Whyalla Quarabak. Whyalla is extremely experienced. He's a bit of a sleeper type candidate, and Riley knows he's going to have to step up in this main event in terms of caliber and ability. But honestly, I think this one might be a fight of the front foot. Whyalla is known for a bit of a counter and passive style, but he always shines when he moves forward. Can he overwhelm a relatively new athlete in this type of environment? We'll see.
One thing that I think is beautiful about Element, and it's giving people that have never fought before the opportunity to have the experience of a high-level show without as much of the pressure. So then this could be a stepping stone to eventually going on to another amazing Australian promotion, DFC.
Yeah, 100%.
And I just really appreciate what they're doing, and I hope you all have a good one. We're going to send it over to the announcer right now, Richie, and have a great night of fights, guys. We'll be commentating all night.
Let's do it.
That's good. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a better way to go. Yeah.
But also, like I see how whoever is more full. So somebody's going and trying to push you off. Yeah. Is that right?
Hey, were you just looking at my bolos or my Batman? Guys, like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's been fun going through some stuff with you. Let's check out the seminar that went down at CCMA Whyalla.
Layer 1 is flanking. So my goals from layer 1 flanking, creating high and low gripping and cross-stepping so I can create open and closed sides. My goal might be multitasking, trying to get to north-south as a prerequisite, and developing those skills by doing things like wheel stepping, high stepping, and of course, cross-stepping. Layer 2 is keeping the flanking movement as phase 1, and then entering into layer 2, which is mid-range connections or camping points. So using those same skills to get past the hip line and entering into a J point. Using the skills to get past the hip line and entering into a leg drag. Using those skills to create cycles past the hip line, entering into HQ or corner camp or shallow drag. A mid-range connection where they are not in a guard and you have your connections on your terms that you can then cook. The next phase for development in layer 2 is, as we did the drill before, picking one, telling them what it is, and trying to achieve that camping point over and over again through flanking, and then make it more realistic by picking 3. So you move between your cycle, J point, leg drag, HQ, they're all quite nearby, and they can't keep me out of all 3. And then it's about developing in that phase. So I'll move to HQ. I'll spend 20 seconds just looking at what the problems are. How he's trying to underhook me, so I figure this out. I don't want to let him pummel his foot in. So in 20 to 30 seconds, continuously developing to assess the variables. And then the third layer is defecting the pass. That's when the individuality starts to come in. From J point, if I'm targeting a specific route, maybe I want north-south, then I create the pass to north-south. If I'm targeting the mount position, I'm going to start stepping in near side underhook using my latch, and then using the latch to achieve the mount. Same with leg drag, I pick him up, I leg drag, I'll use my split post, my tacket post, to pull myself into north-south. And if I wanted to, from the leg drag position, I could get a nice low weave, start winning this inside space, get over the knee line, and go into the mount again. Same with HQ, your targeting positions that you want, use the HQ, keep the heel to its butt, use my shoulders to take the line, use my near side underhook, slowly move into my high tripods, close knee, shin wheel, shin knee dump, mount with a preset underhook, and it goes on and on and on. And the only other updates to those ideas was learning about what the latch is and how to use it as a function. And then for very dexterous guards, just learning about what splitting does, splitting the legs, and under the legs. Those are going to be necessary attachments. There's a really cool one. Sorry, just go back. Well, I'm moving, I drag, high legs over. Cool, so I let them both go down in that crisscross. Now we go to reverse body rock, those types of things together. When you start creating your own lines, reading their responses, that stuff's going to be easy. Make sense?
Yeah. On the shallow drag, you should sort of show me how you set it up. So I feel like you set it before, but then, like sometimes you're kind of like still come there. That's points there. Right where you want to go. Right where you want
That's points. You've got to stop after points. You can murder him later. Also, if anyone doesn't want to be filmed, just let me know, and I'll still film you anyway, eh?
We don't want to film you if you don't want to be filmed.
Mm-hmm.
Not for everyone. Okay, now winner's going to stay in as the guard player. So if we're coming off the line, we're going to have to face a good guard every time, okay? Let's do it.
Thank you for allowing me to walk out again. I appreciate that.
Josh. Yes, you're the red one. Yeah.
I was going to get him. You're lucky, Josh, you're lucky. I'm embarrassed.
Sorry, I'm just going to film this really weird. Really weird. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Oh, that was hard.
Yeah, that was fun, guys. I hope you had a good time with the episode in this format. I'm really looking forward to doing more like this. We had exclusives from EFN. We had a little bit of work technically in the academy. And of course, we got to go out there in the community and share knowledge. Please stay tuned, guys, because we're going to be back. Same bat time, same bat channel for all the bat fans out there. And we'll see who is next to step on the mats and grapple with the bat.